He's jumping up and down. Now, do you know the names of your next-door neighbours? How about those a few doors down? Well, a recent survey claims 6 out of 10 of us had trouble naming the people who live on the same street.
Keeping the front door on the latch may be part of a bygone age, but some communities are fighting back to prove that neighbourly spirit does still exist. And this week, breakfast goes on Neighbourhood Watch, starting in Bristol, where street parties are being held to prove that in true TV soap style, good neighbours can become good friends.
Meet Cornwall Road in Bishopston in Bristol, a typical quiet city street. But today the cars have gone and it's not quite so quiet. And round the corner, Monmouth Road is also having a party. Down at the end is Netta Milnes, and for her this now annual event has changed her life.
I think it's a splendid idea.
Has it changed the atmosphere in the road?
Oh, completely. Just that we mixed with people. Otherwise, you shut your door at night. You never talk to people. I'm the oldest resident. And I'm available for babysitting or baking, any odd jobs. I don't do gardening anymore.
And almost everyone else said they were surprised by one thing. Not the number of neighbours they didn't know, it was the number they had never even seen before.
It was bizarre, really, because it was, you know, I sort of bumped into people. I said, do you live in this road? And they said, well, I don't know you, who are you?
So, party time here on Cornwall Road. Well, on this bit of it, because around the corner down here, it's not quite so festive. In fact, a couple of people have been a little upset this morning.
Because behind the fun, some were upset by the disruption. And the bend seemed to create a little psychological barrier that made some feel it wasn't their party, even though they'd been invited. But while there are always tensions, this is an increasing part of Bristol life. There are now around 70 parties a year, supported by a group called Streets Alive.
This is the rock on which communities are based. If you do not know your neighbours, how can you have any form of community?
And then it was time for Cornwall Road to meet Monmouth Road, and an opportunity for everyone's favourite, the hokey cokey.
Hokey cokey. Well, you can see this is what's happening at Monmouth Road as Cornwall Road's joined in now. Not every day, but well, this is what Bristol street parties have become like.
But while the parties help solve some issues, they do also reveal how deeply isolated and cut off many of us are on the other 364 days of the year. David Sillitoe, BBC News, Bristol.
Great stuff. His okey cokey needs a bit of work though, doesn't it?
It certainly does. How about you? You've been doing the okey cokey recently with your neighbours. Do you live in Britain's most neighbourly road? Do get in touch and let us know.
Yeah, we're looking for the country's friendliest, most sociable street to come live from later in the week. If you think yours fits the bill and you fancy a visit from the breakfast team, we want to hear from you. These are the ways of getting in touch with us coming up.